I think I caught my BF cheating. Hey everyone, I, 23F, think I just found out my boyfriend, 25M, might be cheating on me, and I honestly have no idea what to do. I've been in such a state of shock since it happened that I haven't even talked to anyone about it yet. I'm hoping that by posting here, I can get some advice because I feel completely lost. I've heard a lot of people say that Reddit is a good place to get anonymous advice without alerting your partner, so I made this account just for that. I tried posting this once already, but my account was too new and got blocked. I think I messed up and might have posted it more than once because Reddit was glitching on me, but I'm trying again now. I'm really desperate for some guidance. This all happened a few nights ago, and I've been carrying this weight around ever since, feeling like I'm on the verge of breaking down at any moment. Right now, I'm writing this on my laptop while my boyfriend thinks I'm working. He's used to me being on my laptop all the time, so he doesn't suspect anything. But I just can't stop thinking about what I saw, and I'm so scared to confront him about it. So here's what happened. A few nights ago, my boyfriend came home way later than usual, and right off the bat, I felt like something was off. He looked completely exhausted, which isn't totally out of the ordinary after a long day at work, but when I asked him why he was so late, he didn't really give me a clear answer. He just shrugged it off and said something vague about work. We've been together for 3 years now, and we've even talked about marriage here and there, though we're not engaged yet. So naturally, I've always trusted him, and I didn't want to be one of those paranoid girlfriends who questions everything. I told myself that he was just tired and stressed from work, and I let it go. He headed to bed pretty quickly, leaving me downstairs by myself. I decided to stay up a bit longer to watch This Is Us. Side note, anyone else here watch this show? I've been binging it, and I could use some opinions on it. It's an emotional roller coaster. Anyway, while I was watching, I noticed his phone vibrating constantly on the kitchen counter. It was going off non-stop, which was a little unusual. At first, I tried to ignore it, but then curiosity got the better of me, and I decided to check who was blowing up his phone. I figure it was probably just a group chat or maybe work-related messages, but what I found completely shattered me. The messages were from a girl I've met before. My boyfriend had introduced her to me as an old friend from school, so I didn't think much of it at the time. But the texts she was sending him were anything but friendly. She was calling him babe and saying things like, "Why aren't you answering, babe?" and "I miss you already." The messages were coming in back to back, and the more I read, the more my heart started to race. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I felt like the ground had been pulled out from under me. My stomach dropped, and I immediately put the phone down, feeling like I was going to be sick. I tried to go back to watching the show, but I couldn't focus on anything. My mind was racing, and I felt completely numb. I started crying quietly on the couch, trying not to make any noise because I didn't want to wake him up. I didn't want to have that conversation right then. I didn't even know how to process what I had just seen. I've been sitting with this for days now, and I still haven't said anything to him about it. I'm devastated. I never imagined I would be in this situation, and I don't know how to handle it. I love him so much, and the thought of him cheating on me is just too much to bear. He's always been such a kind, caring person, and we've had so many amazing moments together over the past 3 years. It's hard for me to reconcile that image of him with the idea that he could be seeing someone else behind my back. I've been going over everything in my head a million times, trying to make sense of it. Maybe it's not what it seems. Maybe there's some explanation for the messages. But at the same time, I keep remembering how late he came home that night and how evasive he was when I asked him about it. And then there are the texts, the ones that keep playing over and over in my mind. I can't just pretend like I didn't see them. But here's the thing, I'm terrified of confronting him. What if I'm wrong? What if there's a perfectly reasonable explanation and I'm overreacting? Or worse, what if I'm right? What if he's actually cheating and I'm faced with the reality of losing him? I don't know if I'm ready for that. I love him so much that the thought of walking away from him feels unbearable. I feel like I'm stuck in this nightmare with no way out. So that's where I am right now. I haven't told anyone else about this, and I'm just carrying it around like this heavy weight on my chest. I don't know what to do, and I don't know who to turn to. I'm scared, hurt, and completely confused. I really need some advice on how to handle this because I feel like I'm drowning and I can't do this alone. What should I do? How do I even begin to approach this conversation with him? Please, any advice would mean the world to me right now.